Okay. I know a lot of people are excited about this, but I can tell you that absolutely nobody is as excited as I am. I'm so fangirling over this. Like, this is ridiculous, but my heart's beating all fast and stuff. I'm just too excited. This is gonna be so freaking fun. Anyway, I've heard all kinds of things about this, by the way. It's hard to read comments and skim through comments and not get spoilers, because when I start a comment, it looks like it's gonna spoil something. I just don't read it. I'm like, oh my god, no. And I've heard some things about Carl in this, so we're gonna and about War. Is it Warwick or Warwick? I think it's more pronounced. I'll figure it out. But anyway, I'm excited nonetheless, and that's it. Okay, all right. Oh, the only thing I don't know is if I have to skip the intro like the other seasons, if they're gonna show clips of what happens or not. So we're gonna try and see, and if not, I'll just fast forward. And I am aware that at the end there might be a next on the next episode of this, whatever, and they show you stuff that I hate when shows do that, because why the fudge, you know? So anyway, yeah. I don't know about the intro. Let's try. I can't remember. I had so many comments about this. I can't remember. I did the shopping when they shopped. I was like, I'm all on theme, or however you say it, and we're good. So
Marco Polo, one of the world's greatest explorers. In the 13th century, he embarked on an epic journey from Venice to China that took over 3 years to complete. Now, Ricky Gervais is sending his mate Carl Pilkington to follow in his footsteps. But this time, he's got a little company.
no, okay, no, quit it.
Want some company this time?
That's it. Like a holiday.
No,
Warwick.
Good.
it was good with the
like it or
cartoons. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry about that. I was like, okay, it's just a cartoony thing. And the first 10 seconds, I learned more actually about, you know, geography and history or whatever than 2 whole seasons of this guy traveling, which is hilarious. Okay. My bad. I didn't see it. So I saw his little companion on a bike. That's all I saw. But, okay. Oh my God, I need to calm down. All right. I whatever. Right.
Thank you for signing up for another adventure. You're going to take the Marco Polo route. Started it all off, one of the most famous explorers of all time. And he went from Venice through Europe, Asia, and you're going to end up in China. I remember telling you when Dick Whittington walked to London.
Is this where they did the Learn English with Ricky Gervais and Carl Pilkington, the pilot thing? Because it looks like, I saw that so long ago, I can't remember, but it looks like The Room, and it looks like it was the same moment, because I think Carl was dressed the same. Although, granted, he does dress just like me. I always look the same. I bought 3 shirts today, and they're all the same. You can't tell the difference. But I feel... And that actually makes a lot more sense with the stupid stuff he was saying about China. He was, like, so fixated on China at that point. All right.
That he had a cat with him, his cat.
Oh, I'm sorry.
When Asia, and you're going to end up in China. I remember telling you when Dick Whittington walked to London that he had a cat with him, his cat. And you went, why take a cat, right? Take a little mate.
I didn't mean a little mate.
Oh, he's right there!
I meant take a mate. Take someone who can help you. Bring something with them.
Oh, hang on. Whoa.
Yeah.
So what you're saying, that I'm not going to bring anything to the party here?
I've never seen a dwarf go on a round-the-world trip on any programme. Reynolds Fiennes, or whatever his name is, when he climbed Everest. He didn't say, here's my little mate I brought. If I'm being honest, no, if we're being honest, though...
But, Carl,
because
what's his height got to do with it?
Yeah.
I just think you're going to be a hindrance.
Yeah.
Oh, this is really bad.
Normally, when I've done these things in the past, all I've had to do is worry about myself.
Yeah.
I don't have that many mates. I don't think I need them. And maybe that's part of what's worrying me. That you're like a little sort of limpet hanging on, dragging me back.
His face!
That's how it feels. Little sort of limpet hanging on, dragging me back. That's how it feels.
Limpet?
Well, that's something that's just clinging on, a stag beetle, a leech, taking from you.
not
You're
a
like
limpet.
a leech.
That would be insulting.
A leech.
A stag beetle or a leech, he
Right?
means.
A leech sucking me blood, taking me energy because you're
he's
going,
making
can
it
you carry
worse.
this, can you carry that?
Be fine.
It's not fine. I tell you what, I want that little bit on my phone with you going, it'll be fine. So that when you're shitting out a lung, I can go, remember that? It'll be fine. That's what worries me. He hasn't got a clue. It's not all luxury.
It'll be fine, honestly.
It won't be fine.
Where's Stephen Merchant in this? Is he not part of this one? I knew that was coming too because it was obvious, but it was still awesome.
This is where he started. Marco Polo. This is where he was from. This is where he started it. Just think how old all this stuff is.
You'd soon get sick of it though, wouldn't you? It's a town made for mermaids. You know what I mean? It's just hassle.
Yeah, but if you lived here, it wouldn't be a hassle because it's part of your life, and you realise when you want to get from there to there, you either jump on a gondola or you walk up to a bridge and cross.
Yeah, I think
That's one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. Just because you live with it every day doesn't mean it's not a hassle. Just because you're used to something doesn't mean it's not a hassle. I mean, a grand majority of people all around the world that have jobs that have to go out in the morning, do their commute at like 8 a.m., 7 a.m., the freeways, everything is just jam-packed with traffic. They got to do it every day, but that doesn't mean it's not a hassle. It doesn't bother them. That stuff leads to road rage and stress during your life. So, okay.
we've moved on, haven't we? The time when we walked out of the water, stopped swimming about. We were fish, weren't we, millions of years ago?
We weren't fish.
We were some sort of swimming grub type thing, and it grew up into people.
It grew up.
Now, I don't know how old this place is, but it suited us more back then. It doesn't work, living like this. It's not.
It works.
It doesn't work, living in water. It's a pain
city's
in the
been here
arse.
for hundreds of years.
If it worked, though, I feel like I'm sorry. I know it's not because I love him, which I do. But I'm with him on this. If it worked so well and it was so convenient to have, streets made of water, a lot more places would have them, and it wouldn't be one of the only places in the world where people go just because it's so unique. It'd be a thing. It would have caught on.
Where are we going?
Just keep going straight.
Well, I've got no option.
Oh my god, I have.
It's like a
this is
fire
gonna be so
alarm's
fun.
gone off and everyone's just hanging about.
They've come to see this. St Mark's Square. It's beautiful.
Never heard of it.
1600s, right? This was the centre for culture and entertainment in Europe. You can just feel the energy. It's interesting how the human body was represented.
The body hasn't changed, has it, from how it was then? It's just that they were probably more tan because they all, walked about with the tackle out. If you're walking about with next to now on all the time, you're going to make an effort to have a six-pack. I've got a T-shirt on, so I'm not bothered.
True
No
stuff.
one's got any pets.
Why do you think there should be pets?
Just to cheer it up a bit. If there was a fat ginger cat sat in the corner, it would take the edge off someone being clubbed to death.
He's right about that too.
This is the stuff memories are made of. That's good, isn't it?
Christ.
Someone did that to me once. I used to have a best friend. I haven't seen her in forever because she moved, but whatever. I used to have a best friend, and her older sister. I'm so excited. I'm sorry. Her older sister was a lot older than us. Like, her older sister even had a kid and everything. We were about, 14, maybe, 13. And her older sister was, 20-something. And, she was a bitch. I'm sorry. There's no other way to say it. She was a complete bitch. And she would always, do stuff, mean stuff, purposely mean. And not in a cute, you guys are awesome. I love you guys kind of way. It was she was just a mean girl. Just like Mean Girls. That was her. And we were at the park one time. And she had a little kid. It was a little 3-year-old or something like that at that point. And the kid wanted to feed the pigeons. There's pigeons everywhere. And she bought the kid some birdseed to feed the pigeons. And at one point, because she was who she was, she dumped the whole pack on my head. And I have a lot of hair, so it got stuck in my hair. And that happened, but about times 100, they all just, all the birds in the park just kind of flew to my face and were like stepping on my head. And I don't mind. I like pigeons. It's not like they disgust me or bother me or anything. She was kind of aiming for that. She didn't know I wasn't bothered, but it was definitely a weird experience to have them stepping all over my head and just everywhere and eating seeds out of my hair and stuff. I was more concerned I was going to get pooped on than anything, but joke's on her. That was actually fun. I wasn't doing that, though. I don't think, anyway.
I tell you, that is going to get right on me tits if he continues this touristy thing he's doing. He's treating it like a holiday. Isn't that how Marco Polo did it? He wasn't stopping every 5 minutes feeding pigeons. He's an explorer. He's pissed off over there buying ice cream or postcards or something. He's left me with his bag. Fucking ice cream. It's going to take forever, isn't it? This. Getting all the way to China.
Got an ice cream?
Yes.
It's melted a bit. It's a long way. You like vanilla?
Yeah, I like vanilla, yeah.
Well, that was sweet.
We can't keep doing this, though. We're sort of wandering about, taking pictures and that. Because it's not me, this.
Yeah, but I'm trying to open your mind and open your eyes a bit and to appreciate where we are and what we're doing. And so we do the pigeons, we get ice cream, Italian ice cream.
What do you mean we do the pigeons? I've never heard anyone say I'm going to Venice. What for to do the pigeons? We've got them in Trafalgar Square.
I'm starting to think I'm here with the wrong person, to be honest.
100%.
I'm not moaning on purpose, it's just...
No.
And you weren't to know, but I don't like this sort of setup. I mean, what's a lion doing up there with wings on? If that was done today, you'd go, what's that shit?
And a seagull on his head. What do you say about shit? I'm sorry, I heard half of it.
If that was done today, you'd go, what's that shit?
Oh. No, dude, with art today, that's a freaking masterpiece if it was done today. He's already exhausted.
That's lovely.
Thank you.
With the rose petals. What a lovely room.
Aw.
It's like going away with a girlfriend for the first time or something. You suddenly, this is it. I'm with her all the time. It's when you find out what people are sort of, I like the little downfalls, the little irritating things that they do. Everything's exaggerated.
Living with someone's
honeymoons shouldn't be after the wedding. You should do it before it. Find out if you like each other.
I take that to mean he doesn't like him at all.
Hello, it's Ricky, just checking in. Yeah, just make sure you're just settling in, and if you need anything, give us a call. Let me know if the little round-headed twonk is moaning too much. Or in fact, let me know if he's not moaning enough, because that's what's funny. If he's not complaining, we'll have to change that. All right, speak to you soon. Cheers, man. Bye.
You looking forward to today?
Yeah, got some fun things I want to do. I just want to show Carl sort of the idea of the masked ball and all of that sort of thing. And it's a tradition that goes back years, and it gave people anonymity, and they could actually sort of live out their kind of alter egos behind these masks. And even nuns and priests would do it, and so they could sort of get away with things that they couldn't normally get away with, which I think is quite interesting. Yeah, this is it here.
The way Carl walks all defeated, like he's already hating this. I wonder how many hours they've been there. Just obviously not long, and he's already just like so defeated, like, oh, this is gonna suck. Is that why it's just 3 episodes? Because Carl had such a bad time, he didn't want to do more.
Dressing up.
Masks. So choose your character.
Oh, I hate this sort of thing.
Why?
Because it's really forced fun.
The idea is, right, people never had any sort of anonymity. So to give them that, they would wear the mask and they could become somebody else, another persona.
Everyone did this. It's not just
Everybody did it. Everyone got involved. Yeah, that hats look good on me, don't they? That actually doesn't do a lot for you, that one, to be honest. But...
Hang on, they knew you were coming. Well, that's funny. That's cheered me up. That's you wearing it, not me.
That suits you. It totally changes you. Honestly.
Why
I
the
want to
open
find
mouth?
the one that's it's like the plague doctor. He had a huge nose.
So
Those
the
are cool.
doctor would wear something like that.
Well, yeah.
So you go in for a serious checkup and you go. He comes out.
I don't know whether he's doing that when you're.
Right, Mr. Davis, listen. You've got cancer of the bollocks. I don't want bad news from someone like this.
Me up there, isn't it? I don't feel so bad about that now.
Hello, good morning.
It's a lovely shop you have here.
Oh, thank you.
We are going to a masquerade ball tonight, and we need to have the appropriate outfits.
Sure. This is more simple, more servant. Oh, this one is nice too. This is Joker.
This is great, this.
Yes.
Let's just see if it fits. But don't try and wear it like a smart suit.
Never
You've got to
mind, I
wear
like
it as the character. You're not holding it right now, Carl.
But that's what I'm comfortable with.
I'm not comfortable when I play all the characters that I play.
You keep mentioning that as if you've done loads of stuff, like you've
I've
done
done loads of
Shakespeare.
stuff.
You've dressed up as a bear in Star Wars. A green gnome in something else that you always go on about.
Hang on, OK, think about the bear in Star Wars. Again, it's a type of masquerade, isn't it? I was hidden in there and I could fully explore the character of the Ewok.
This is when it gets silly now. I was happy with the jacket. That's ruined it as far as I'm concerned. I look like a sperm.
Maybe do you prefer Kira?
And what mask would I wear?
The white and black.
And what does that say to people?
The message is the dreamer, man.
Dreaming. That's
Dreaming.
more me. That's more me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. Oh, that looks great. It has, it's Carl.
Well, I am, you see. That's
But
the
hold
thing,
your
you can't
body,
tell.
just, sympathy.
gee.
Get the sympathy of the lady.
Fucking hell.
No, not a fucking hell. No, just,
Jesus. Fucking what?
no, that's,
This is like the perfect Carl costume. Because it's black and white, which is serious colors, which he considered himself a serious person, not a jester or a joker. So that works for him. But it has the silliness of a jester or joker because he is a ridiculous character and is absolutely freaking hilarious. And then it has a little teardrop here because he's moaning and suffering and whining all the time when he's supposed to be having a great time at a ball. It's perfect. I love it. And I love that when they're looking at him and he's like looking in the mirror, the fact that his mouth is open all the time is it's hilarious to me, man. It's really funny. I feel like the mask is a little high up though. I feel like he's not seeing nothing, but just beautiful.
annoyed. Just be sympathetically sad.
Just,
A little bit.
Yeah, look, the head to one side.
Put it there.
what are you going as?
Casanova?
Casanova.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
For you?
Thank you, yeah.
Okay.
It's dangerous. I can hardly see. I'm in a city where it's like 90% water.
That's because it's
I'm
too
in a
high.
canal.
Okay.
Well, there you are.
But that's not a mask.
And the hat.
No mask?
Yeah, but you're going to keep that up all night, walking around like that. Doing
Stand aside, peasant.
Right, I can't do with this. You've been doing me head in already without you walking around swanning about like this. Honestly. I'm not on a full night of that.
Look at it, though.
I know. Look at it.
Madame, may I have this dance?
He looks great.
Definitely not.
They both look great. Definitely not.
You looking forward to the party?
No, not really. I'm being honest. Not at all. It's what Warwick wants, though, isn't it? At the moment, it seems, what Warwick wants, Warwick gets. It's just a lot of arsing about. I don't want to be someone else. I've been me for 39 years. What's the point in having a night off from me? I'm quite happy being me. Warwick's an actor. That's what he does. Who is the real Warwick? What does he like, really? He's dressed up as a bear in Star Wars, a green goblin and something else. Someone shouted Willow at him the other day. I don't know what he played in that. You can guarantee it's some sort of little troll under a bridge or something. I didn't know he was in Hitchhiker's Guide. He was in that. I didn't know. The way he goes on saying, oh yeah, people recognise me. And I did not know. He could have been in 3, 2, 1 in that bin. I don't know. I don't know what he's done. But the point is, you never see his face. It keeps...
I am so curious as to what Suzanne's personality is and how they've been together for so long. How does she put up with him? Because they've been together, I believe they're still together, and every time he talks about her, it gives you just very tiny bits of pieces of information. But I'm just so curious as to how they mix so well when he's such a grumpy bugger. Like, is she the complete opposite and they just kind of mix because they're opposites and opposites attract and, you know, they kind of level each other out? Or is she just as grumpy and miserable as he is? And that's kind of why they go together? Or does she just do her own thing and just completely ignore him? I'm so curious.
It's going on as if he's a proper actor. Oliver Reed, never dressed up as a goblin. Get fed, have a chat, and go home.
Have you never been to a fancy dress party?
No.
Clearly. He says it like everybody's been to one, though.
All we need is a stag do on the next boat.
What's this? What are you doing with the shoes?
It's fine, no one's looking at my feet.
Of course they are.
Look at everything
It's
I'm
ruining
wearing.
the look.
Who's going to be looking at my feet when we look like this?
Well, it stands out, though.
It doesn't. Why not sound there?
It's not authentic now.
It's not like they're red or anything.
Remember dignity.
That's gonna be hard.
Carl, give us a hand. Oh! Whoa! Thank you.
This is exactly like when I freaking watched Taskmaster with Aisling Bing and she took off her pants. Okay. I want to get this right because I always get it wrong. She took off her trousers, was dancing in her underwear, so pants. I think if my memory serves me right, they were green. She was dancing around singing Dignity Intact when, in my eyes anyway, it was in fact not intact at all. In the slightest. And this is just I mean, this has to be planned. I mean, he has to know that was going to be hard and it was going to look messy when he's saying, you know, we need dignity. Because, I mean, come on.
Thank you.
Why are you wearing the mask? That's just making it harder.
Unbelievable.
Can't see anything.
Thank you very much.
Carl didn't help at all, did he? I like that mask.
All right, just with your attitude.
Our guest.
You all right?
That's your home.
This is Warwick.
Madame. That's not Warwick. Hello.
Hello, I'm a Dreamweaver. Salute. So, how often do you dress up like this?
You don't ask like that. In the characters of what we're doing.
So, are you very different now?
No. Let's talk about the room and the food and the experience.
Venetian people like to dress and do some game to seduce our victims. So.
Let them love her.
Yeah, it's you. It's like you.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Just awkward. It's like a sort of a horrible come dine with me.
I
like her.
Listen to him laughing and all that, having a good time. And I'll tell you, I can't wait to find something I want to do that he's going to hate. I'll say, remember, Warwick, just as a nod for you that night, you do me a favour.
Okay, again, I'm with Carl. I'm trying to look at this as objectively as possible. But again, like, if I feel Warwick is right, I'm going to say it. And, you know, when Carl's a moron, I'm going to say it. But I feel like he's right again here. There's nothing worse than going to a party or going to a gathering with some people and having the person you go with correct your behavior, not let you be you because of who you're with and who you're meeting and where you are, that's messed up, dude. That makes you feel bad. That's awful. Just awful. Or when, like, you're gonna go to a party or a gathering and, like, oh, you're gonna go dress like that? Or, oh, okay, remember not to mention this? Or don't talk about, you know, if you're a super fan of whatever, I don't know, Star Wars, don't talk about Star Wars as much because these people don't like that. And, like, no, man. Let Carl ask whatever he wants. Let him, I mean, he dressed the part already. That's already huge for him. Let him experience it however the heck he wants. I mean, that's messed up. I've been in situations like that, and just like, oh, that's what you're gonna wear, or oh, and don't mention that. Like, okay, let people be people.
Pleasantly surprised. If you were she was a nun, she would.
No,
Maybe that's why you haven't got one. Yeah, like a burning.
No, I'm all right. I've had some pasta earlier. I'm quite full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That mask
I'm
looks
okay.
so annoying.
Cheers, yeah.
Yeah, cheers.
Just have one drink, and I'll probably get going because I have to be up early. So he might stay, but I'll be shooting off.
Hello.
All right.
How's it going?
He's doing me head in.
What's he doing?
It's exactly what I said to you at the start. He's treating it like a holiday. He's got like one of them little wig things on that judges wear and a little outfit and got 5,000 miles to cover. He's sat here having canopies.
What's he dressed as? He's dressed as what?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's meant to be. I've never seen it. I don't know what he's dressed as.
Describe it to me. He's got a little judge's wig on.
A red velvet jacket and like a small Adamant. Imagine Adamant as a kid.
As a kid.
You should see the looks we get. I was on a gondola. People weren't looking at the old buildings and all that. They were going, what is going on there? What is happening there?
They probably think you're a businessman who's got a weird fetish, like Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman.
Oh, God.
I feel like Ricky really, really failed to understand that conversation. Like, a lot. By a mile. But oh well.
Maybe we can make a game.
An old-fashioned game, a Venetian.
Yeah, of course, an old-fashioned. Casanova use it.
Ah.
Yeah? The pleasure machine.
Well, I didn't know whether it was something more like Monopoly or something.
Wanna be the first?
Well, it's his idea.
Yeah, but then
He wanted to come to a party.
Yeah.
So, Warwick, so it's your go. Yeah, definitely.
I just wanted to have a bit of something to eat and drink.
Well, we come.
Let's both go in together, then.
Oh,
We're doing the trip together. Let's experience the
let's
pleasure
go
machine together.
I can't put my finger on what character, but Carl's mask, maybe the outfit reminds me so much of a character on a fighting game called Soul Calibur. I believe it was Soul Calibur 3. And I'm not sure if it's one of the skins of a character called Voldo. Oh, I used to love that guy. He had I don't know how to describe it. They were like axes, but it was all half a circle for hands, and he would attack you that way. And he was weird. He was like a spider character. Very weird stuff. But he had some like gesture costumes. He was a freaky character, but really cool. And really fun to use. And really hard to use, actually. You had to know how to use him well. But anyway, off topic. And I believe it's Voldo, and he's just, it's just bringing me flashbacks of that game. I used to love that game. But, I'm going to have to Google that later, because it's going to be bothering me.
That's a bit weird, surely, isn't it?
I'll pray you. Let's go together with Dreamweaver. Put the blind... yeah.
Let's see less.
No.
Okay. So, give me your hand.
Give me the hand.
Me. Don't worry.
Oh, this is sensory deprivation.
So we both went in the pleasure machine. It's not a machine. It was a changing room. It was just a curtain.
Close.
Yeah.
The machine starting.
It's like 7 minutes in heaven, sir. You're not going into heaven. You're going in a closet. Or so that's what happens in movies anyway. I wouldn't know personally because I can already smell comments sometimes. But yeah, that's what they do in the movies.
It's no, it's my hat.
Parlour games were invented for people who aren't really friends. You've got nothing to talk about because you don't really know them. It's like at home we have charades, don't we? Play Give Us a Clue or whatever. If you get the board game out, it's because the party's not going well.
That's not true, but okay.
I don't know what that is.
Whoever's been having like the garlic and the cheese and stuff, it was rank. Having someone sort of breathing in my face, a stranger, a smelly stranger, breathing in my face. I was thinking, where's it's a pleasure machine? Where's the pleasure?
Are they like holding hands or something? Are they? I think they are.
Okay, well, what?
He's not enjoying this either.
Right, I reckon we gotta get going. Oh, good. I don't like it, I don't know. I've experienced it. What are you having done? I don't know what he was having played with, what he was having pleasured. But he definitely wasn't in a rush to get out.
It didn't look like he was having a good time. It looked like he was quite uncomfortable, actually.
No, I've had enough now.
Touch it.
I don't know what you're saying, touch.
It's in my hand.
Just look after him.
No.
I'll see you later.
Carl?
Bounced.
Fucking machine. It's a load of nonsense.
I'm with him again.
Oh, there's a lot of hands. Jesus. Oh, no.
Okay. Weird ideas of fun. They're like not even talking to each other.
Having my bit of fun for today. Warwick did what he wanted to do last night.
Hang on a minute.
Getting fondled and all that lot. That was his wish. So today, yeah, I'm just having a go on like a jetpack. I've seen it on the internet. Wear it on your back. You whiz along the sea. Sort of uses the sea to push you in the air.
That looks
like
cool.
a superpower. It's closest thing to flying.
To be
the problem
bullshit
with Venice is it's stuck in its ways. It's very old-fashioned. The art, the buildings. Whereas a jetpack is ideal. A water jetpack here, I don't know why they haven't used them. They're still messing about in gondolas. It's not practical. That's what this is about, isn't it? Showing the kids at home the future.
Look at that. James Bond, isn't it?
That looks fun. Mega
You're going to be
fun.
strapped to that in a minute. Flying high above the lagoon.
It's not quite what I thought it was.
This is really cool. I'm excited about this now.
What'd you think it was, Carl?
Hello?
How's it going?
All right, Ricky. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's really going well, thanks. Today's a little bit different. There's so much more we could do in Venice, but he wanted to have a go at this water jetpack thing.
Right.
So he thinks it's the future. So he's strapped into this contraption, which is actually quite a cool-looking device, but when he's strapped to it, it sort of takes anything away from it.
What's he talking about?
So he actually, I think he's regretting it now. He actually looks terrified.
Well, of course he probably only did it to do something that was his idea that he would enjoy more than you. But it'll always backfire.
That's it.
Don't worry.
That's it.
See ya.
I think we've got
Just
everything.
end it. Just hit the end button.
Okay. All right, enjoy yourself. Speak to you soon.
Yeah, cheers, Ricky. Thanks. Bye.
Right. Slowly. Slowly. He's pulling me back. Yeah. Lower. I thought you're just in the water and you give it that. I'm just not a good swimmer and I've got like fucking scaffolding strapped to me back. It's meant to be the future.
Wait. He's doing it alone? I thought this was one of those situations where somebody that's mastered it and is a professional does it, and you're just strapped to them and just enjoying the ride kind of thing. But they, I know I'm about to see, but they gave him the contraption. That seems like a terrible idea. It seems like something you need a while to learn how to, master.
Sure.
You all right?
Not really, I don't want to do it. I thought it was going to be easier than this.
Once you're in, it'll be fine. This is the hard bit, the getting in.
Yeah, it's weight, I can't breathe, they've got fucking polar neck on, I hate these, I can't...
Well, would you rather be freezing cold? You're going to appreciate that
I don't know,
when you're
I'd
in
just
there.
rather not be doing this. I don't know why I picked it.
You booked
That
it.
thing again, I know. Don't annoy me.
This is my time to point out being objective. I can't say that for some reason. Being objective as I am, Carl is an idiot. So there you go. See, it's not always. I'm not always on his side.
It's only one step.
God, this is heavy. Hang on, let me just have a rest a minute.
A rest?
Where would you rather be now, in there or in the pleasure tent?
Just lie back and just relax.
Okay.
So undignified, isn't it?
Slowly.
Yes, it is.
Carl, how do you feel? Excited?
You gotta get up in the water like this.
Stand straight.
Yeah, just be straight up and down.
My legs are full of air. Sure? My legs are full of air.
Just lean forward. Just lean forward and
trying.
I love the fact that he snooked himself with this. It's his idea.
I'm having problems putting my legs down.
Just lean forward.
1, 2, 3. No.
The sounds.
Right.
Okay, now just relax. You feel calm?
Okay.
All right, so
He
you
doesn't
ready
look
then?
calm.
Hit the button.
The sounds.
Just try to keep yourself balanced. Now roll over on your belly. Roll over, twist.
He's gonna drown. Oh my god.
Roll over. You all right?
No, forget it. I couldn't control it.
You just gotta throw your weight back and roll over.
No, forget it.
I'll get in the water with you want.
Not worth it. This isn't ready yet. Jesus Christ.
Exciting, isn't it?
How's this got made? I've seen people on the Dragon's Den with more useful stuff. This is fucking Death Trap. We don't have to send people out. Oh, brilliant.
Carl, smile. I'll get a nice picture of you with Venice behind. What are you doing?
I nearly died.
Nearly die.
I nearly died.
You're fine.
Just pull the ball.
Pull a cork.
Just pull the ball and you'll come out of the jetpack.
No, he said the cork.
That doesn't work.
Yeah, it does. Just
Brilliant.
Just pull it.
It's not coming off. I'll tell you what, once it's off, put it in the fucking bin. It's shit.
Pull the yellow cord out. The yellow cord.
Pulling the yellow cord.
No, the yellow one.
There's only one cord.
Can you help us?
Yeah.
Okay, wait a second now. Aprire automatic.
Stay to that. It's like a beetle clinging on for his life.
Wait. Ow. Ouch. My stomach. Oh my god. He's such an idiot. Oh my god. Oh, freaking hell. Oh my god. I love that he got so mad. It was your idea, dude. Oh my god. This is freaking hilarious. And there was almost no attempt. Dude, you're there. Just try again and again. He almost drowned.
See again, it's me picking things. I don't know what I want in life.
No,
I
clearly.
picked that. I've got no one else to blame. I'm not
At
a
least
great
he knows
swimmer,
that.
and I couldn't get out of it. It's only life flashed before me then.
What did you see?
Seaweed.
A life full of seaweed. Oh my god. See, why can't he just be like strapped tandem to this guy? I've seen places that do that. And I've also seen places that do that where the other people just throw the balance completely off and whoever's operating it has a terrible time. And they just can't get him in the air, dude. But, oh, boy. Jesus. I think it would have been better if he would have chose, I don't know what it's called, but the thing where you have, like, the parachute, and there's a boat, a speedboat, just going zooming across the lagoon or the lake or the whatever, and it, like, you the wind takes you up, so basically you're, I don't know the words. I would want to do that, though. But basically you're on a cord with the parachute up and over the water, and the boat's, you know, taking you around. That would have been more suited for Carl, because he just has to, nothing, just absolutely nothing on his part, I think. But oh my freaking God. That was hilarious. Oh my God.
Embarrassing, really, that wasn't it?
At least I gave it a go.
Well,
you sat there.
Gave it a go. I don't think the motor actually started, did it, the whole time we were there?
Oh my God, exactly. Even the music. Oh man. It's hot in here.
Alright, boy. I heard about the water jetpack. Pathetic.
Oh, can you guys imagine Ricky watching that back? That must have been his favorite moment in the world. Oh, man.
Right, time to move on. I know you're a bit impatient, so I found a little shortcut from the original Marco Polo route. You're going to cut through Macedonia and Eastern Europe.
It's not what Marco Polo did, it's not authentic.
Why copy someone else? There's other roads to be created, other paths to go down now. You don't always go the same way to Tesco, do you?
What was that sign? What the hell does that street sign mean? I guess it's just a marker. It's usually red is a prohibition. Something forbidden to do. I don't know. But, okay.
Paths to go down now. You don't always go the same way to Tesco, do you?
Oh my God. Now, it's got one of the largest communities of roaming gypsies in Europe, so they'll look after you tonight. And I know you like caravan holidays, so you'll be right at home there. Alright? See you later. Cheers.
Being a gypsy. I don't know, there's a little bit of me that I think would like
He never helps him, does he?
I don't like change, do I? And their life, that's all it is. It's just one big change day after day, innit? They never get used to the surroundings. You know what I mean? It's like going on holiday, innit? Those first few days you have where you think, right, where's the shop? Where can you get the milk from?
There's nothing here.
I don't understand how people at home can call themselves gypsies. It's nothing like that at home. They're not going around in a little horse cart like that. They've got a static caravan on breeze blocks. They're not going anywhere. They're not travellers, are they? They can't go anywhere. It's some bricks. Thank you. Apple pie?
Excellent.
Really nice. It's lovely.
It looks great.
Lovely.
Do we sleep in here tonight?
Yeah.
In what?
Carl, there's a hole in the roof.
Let's get that plastic sheeting on.
Do we put the plastic on the outside?
Over the top?
Yeah. Carl, can you get my case in before it gets wet as well?
That's got a hole in it.
Hang on, I need a bit more room than that. Look how short that is.
Stop moaning.
Ironic.
Look at it.
There's nothing wrong with this. Of all the people to be moaning about being in a tight space, you're not the one. Never seen that before. I've never spoke to someone who sort of said, oh, what instrument do you play? And they go, oh, playing the goat. Never seen that. Properly nicely done as well, like, it doesn't look ropey, sort of, you know, a dead animal. It looks quite perky.
Oh my
I suppose
God.
any animal that has more reasons to be around helps it in the long run. I think that's the problem with pandas and things. They haven't got a job, have they? They're dying out and no one cares. Whereas if you've got an animal
What
that's...
do you mean no one cares? There's sanctuaries all over the place. I actually think they've done enough hard work to get them out of what is considered extinction. I'm not totally sure about this, but I think there is. But what? There's so much confusion going on right now. How does somebody see an animal, be that a goat or be that any animal, and say, I know I'm gonna make an instrument out of that, especially one I have to blow into? What? Like, add some chords on the side to make a guitar type thing, but nothing you gotta breathe into. Just,
Chipping in. Dogs do a lot now. They get blind dogs, huskies.
Sure.
That's just another job for the goat, isn't it? It does milk, does cheese. Musical instrument. It's good. Got a good tune out of it. Had a good dance. Did me bit. You know, they all seem to be enjoying me having a dance with them. It's just Warwick who looked a bit sort of fed up and not up for it.
So stretcher. What's that? So stretcher. Yeah. Sorry. I don't know whether he knew that, you know, there was there could be sort of issues between me and gypsies, and the fact that they like to touch me for luck. I don't know. My head seems to be the luckiest point on me, actually. It's the body isn't quite so good.
He said a few people were getting sly touches in, like sort of coming up with reasons to touch his head, sort of going, oh, you've got a fly in your head there, sort of rubbing his head for a bit of luck.
Oh, luck, yeah.
But I think it's a load of old bollocks, because I've been with him for a while, and it's pissing me right off.
Nice.
I didn't know that. Okay. That would bother me too.
Hard work. Warwick annoyed me a little bit when we first got here. I was working my arse off there, dancing around, getting them all excited into it. He sat in here doing fuck all. Suddenly, you know, they've shown a bit of interest in him and his Hollywood career and his family and all that. Like, he's got his album out. So, yeah, he's loving that.
That's my children. We were in Hollywood. That's
Hollywood.
where the films. Harrison. Sam, my wife, there.
Yeah, good.
Went on holiday. Do you have a holiday? Well, you're always on holiday, I suppose.
I've got a car.
Okay, I understand picture car. Trying to impress them. Okay. One, how childish are you to be jealous of the attention that the other guy is getting when you were just getting more? Like, just what? I mean, also, just no. And second, who the hell carries an album of photos around with them, like on a trip? An actual album. I understand a photo in your wallet or, you know, photos in your phone. That's normal because well, I don't know at this moment, but phones now, you take photos with your phone. So they're going to be in your phone. So you're going to have them all the time. But an album? On a travel show? Weird.
That's a flag. I haven't really got it as a pigeon. It's a bit bad, really. I haven't got a picture of Suzanne, but I've got a picture of a pigeon.
Damn. How does he not have a picture of Suzanne? Is she real?
I was last night.
He slept alright, really, considering. I had a cling film for a blanket. I think he slept alright. I woke up a few times, he was just there. Just wrapped up, sealed all the way around.
What's he gonna do?
Like a little samosa. So in that way, he is cut out for this. And I've been saying all along that he's not up to it. But if it comes to sleeping in little holes and crevices, he's ideal.
Sure. Oh, look how many instruments.
Hello.
Morning.
Okay, this is what I saw in the preview thing. The opening.
Will you stop just puffing and panting like that? It's really...
I don't want to breathe heavily. Stinks of goat shit everywhere.
Oh, you can taste it and make sure it's goat
Right, I've been checking
and
the
not something
guidebook,
else.
and I found something I think you might like. The Sufi religion, which is very popular here, they practice mystical exercises, you know, to get into a spiritual trance. I think you need to find yourself, Carl.
No, really isn't a problem. Oh, is this it? I mean, what have you done that's spiritual? Really?
I was hypnotised by Paul McKenna once.
Hello.
Hello there.
How are you?
Warwick.
Carl.
Murtazan.
How are you?
Yes.
You come in here every day?
Yes. I live here.
So, what are these then? This is
man, in this place.
Oh, what is it? It's not growing tomatoes, is it? It's coffins.
Yes. This is my grandfather. He was professor in school.
He was a professor in school?
School, yes.
Okay.
Will there be a place for you to
yes,
be here?
This is my place.
This?
Yes, when I dead.
Oh.
Are you happy with that? Are you happy with this as a space?
Yes.
Well, he's surrounded by his loved ones.
It doesn't feel like a graveyard. It's just something a little bit more...
No, it does. It does feel like a graveyard.
It's more majestic somehow.
Mad, isn't it? You think it's mad? I just want to remember them how they were. Don't want stuff in the basement. It's like a car showroom, the way they're all stacked up. I couldn't imagine this ever... Well, it wouldn't catch on. We wouldn't allow it at home. There's no way. You have to get permission to have a conservatory.
But why wouldn't we allow it? Well, I don't understand what's so odd.
When you come to sell it, people are up there going, oh, this is nice. Oh, what's down here for storage? And you come in here. Oh, there's Elsie. There's Auntie Jean.
I don't know why you can't just accept things for the way they are. You just want to always change stuff. This has been happening for 150 years like this.
I'm not happy with this, I tell you. I would not be happy with this.
Each to their own.
Carol, this is for you.
Okay, cheers.
No, you are like dervishes. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله.
There's a guy not wearing...
It's fine to...
I'm a little confused on the rules because there's a lot of guys not wearing... I don't know what the proper word for those particular hats are, but the hats. Just an observation.
Start with, everyone's having a good time. Running around in circles, having a dance, having the, praying, doing the what's her name.
What's her name?
Suddenly I thought I was going, just doing that thing, doing that. I thought, oh yeah, that's interesting. Little and then bosh, in the face. It knocked me for 6.
What? Oh, they're all doing it!
Fella put one right through here. He showed me all the scars. One here, load here. I'm going, oh, put it through there. It's like a game of Kaplunk. Why he's just sticking shit in him.
No!
What makes me laugh is when I'm at home, if I get a toothpick and I put it in my mouth and mess with it, Suzanne's going, don't do that, it's dangerous.
How are they not
Wait until she sees it. If she ever has a go at me again about messing with the toothpick, I'll go, watch that.
Would you like to try it?
No.
No!
Honest to God. Was Warwick nearly sick? I looked down at one point and he was sort of throwing up in his hat.
In his
It was
hat.
shocking. I mean, you've got to admit that, seeing it. And then he starts saying, like, oh, we better get him out. He's going to be sick on the carpet. Well, I wasn't.
He told us he was all right.
It looked like you were.
Well, I wasn't.
Look at his face. Was it? Like, excuse me, I was perfectly fine. Dude, you totally were. Okay. I'm more amazed how they're not bleeding. Like when they pull the blade through or out, or I see no blood, which is just interesting. Not that I want to. No, thank you.
He told us he was all right.
There was definitely a point when he kept turning around and going, I was worried because there's so many mats in there. If he's sick, about 7 mats have to go to the dry cleaners. They're all over the shop.
He He doesn't look great.
I've not seen that on the telly. I've never seen it. Songs of Praise on a Sunday, it's well boring. I mean, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see old people dancing around to, Lord's Prayer sticking knives in their head. But does it make any difference? Does it mean they believe in something more because they do that?
I don't think it's so much as more than different. Definitely different. His face is just... See, there's no blood anywhere. That's pretty.
How's it going?
It's going well. We're in Macedonia, of course. We went to that religious ceremony yesterday.
Yeah, I heard about that.
It was a bit full on. Malcolm's just sat there with his headphones on, not really talking.
Well, he's like what I've got him next. I've sorted out something that's going to give him a bit of a lift.
Oh boy.
It's actually something I wanted to do for ages. Get him up in the air with helium balloons. So, he'll probably go mad at first, but once you get him up there, he'll love it. Alright? See you later.
Cheers.
Bye.
Is this safe?
Yes, it is.
I'm glad you asked, Carl. I've read several times about, I think it was in Brazil, a priest in Brazil that for some type of charity, my memory is terrible. I read these things and I learn these things, but it's hard for me to, remember later and actually talk about them. But it was a priest, I believe it was in Brazil, and I believe it was for some kind of charity event, something important, something big. Strapped like a lawn chair to a gazillion helium balloons and went floating away. And he died. Yeah. The wind took him, I don't know if he had a course or whatever, but we're going to say off course, to the sea or ocean or water or whatever water was nearby. I don't know, lake. I imagine the ocean. Yeah, they didn't find him. Or did they? And he didn't make it. I think they just didn't find him, so yeah. Is it safe? Not really. It doesn't look like it. How do you come back down? Except no. One thing I would freaking love to do, and actually I would have loved to see Carl and Warwick do together. Sure, why not? What's it called? The hot air balloon, the big balloon. Just one balloon with, the levers up, down, land. But, yeah, I wouldn't do this.
String.
Yeah, electric wires everywhere. It's just fucking stupid.
Just 6 balloons.
Meant to be doing the Marco Polo route.
It's cool. You're going to be weightless.
It's something he went on about ages ago. He kept going on about saying how he'd love to stick me on a load of balloons and get me in the air. It's not normal, is it, for a mate?
Why are you still wearing headphones?
Warwick, hold the end. Do something. You're here. I haven't seen you do anything yet since we've been away.
Took some pictures. Jump.
Jump.
Oh, yes.
Fucking nettles. Oh, fucking hell, it hurts on the come down, doesn't it?
It looks great, though. It's really colourful.
Created a new ass.
It's good TV.
That's it. Get the seat round.
I think he needs a couple more balloons.
Cheers. That's better. That's better. Ah, you twin bastard.
Can't they just kind of
off the hill?
For the record, go.
guide him off?
No!
What?
Come
Why
on.
are you running like that? I absolutely love how Warwick says everything everyone's thinking. That's a ridiculous run. Yes, sir. What the hell is going on?
No good.
This man needs more balloons.
Warwick, you'll have to do it.
I'm not doing it.
Come on, Warwick.
No.
Less balloons for Warwick.
Why not? Well, I don't think I need to. We've got what we
That's his answer to everything since I've been here. No, I don't want to.
Being short, you see, I don't really like heights that much.
Don't mess about.
I'm not messing
What
about.
does that have to do with
Get
it?
him up.
There.
There you go, they love it. Come on, don't let the kids down.
Oh, I'm not letting the kids
That,
down.
that little bear you were doing for the kids. Come on, get in it. Get in it. Sit
The
down
thing doesn't
there.
even fit me, though, does it?
Come on.
No, it's too big.
Get him away.
No, I don't think this is going to work on me, is it?
Yeah, it is. It's going to be brilliant.
There's far too many balloons, surely. This is ridiculous.
He's never coming back.
Oh, God!
Not too high, Carl. Not too high, not too high. You drowned me the other day. No one cared.
drowned
We've got a dwarf and a balloon. There's no danger.
Oh,
He's
bobbing up
high,
and down.
so no one cares. Why don't you show this concern with me on the jetpack? I did. You didn't?
I did.
You went, oh, that's a bit of a letdown. This will make up for it.
Yeah, it's funny from down there, isn't it?
I never had a kite.
Oh, look at them go. Oh.
I reckon that's brought us closer together.
Just take him home. I love that he said, I reckon that's brought us close together. Dude, I feel like from this standpoint, the other side of this, that wedged you guys further apart. I'm almost certain of it. It also looks like he's not safely seated. It looks like he's about to fall off. Well, I say seated because they said seat, but I don't really see a seat there. I think it's just like a piece of cloth. I feel like there was a better and safer way to do this same thing, but a little more something.
Hello?
All right. Did you do the balloon thing?
No, I didn't do it in the end. There wasn't enough balloons, so they couldn't lift me, so I stuck Warwick in it.
What do you mean?
I stuck Warwick in it. He was quite happy.
I wasn't.
You were? It's fine.
I just heard him. I could hear him say he wasn't happy.
He was happy.
Wasn't.
Well, hang on a minute. Anyway, why is it all right for me to do it, but he's lugging around with me and he's not doing anything?
Yeah, but I don't know if that looks good. If that looks like you're bullying
Ricky,
Warwick.
not being funny, but I've seen people on balloons. I've never seen a little fella on one. Warwick's enjoyed himself. There isn't a problem.
But what's on?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, the point they're making, no. The fact that it's just fun because he's short, no. But the fact that there weren't enough balloons for Carl and there were enough for Warwick, sure. And the fact that he didn't exactly express it or finish the idea, but why is it fun and entertaining and okay for Carl to be miserable but not Warwick? I mean, the whole show is about making Carl miserable. If you're going to have someone go with him, make that person miserable too. That's the format of the show. I mean, like, how are you going to get outraged that Warwick had a bad time doing something that he was forced to do when Carl's forced to do stuff all the time? You want equality? That's how you get that stuff.
Warwick, are you all right?
Yeah, no, I'm all right. I didn't enjoy it, though. I mean, it was ridiculous. We had the little local kids. They were the safety. They were holding on to the ropes.
But they were the safety for Carl, too.
It was their best day ever.
What if they just let him go and he just kept floating? What would have happened then?
He just would have gone up. well, but the same thing for me.
When Dick Whittington
There you go.
moved to London with his cat, okay.
He just would have gone up. It's simple, really.
He looked after the cat. He didn't make the cat do dangerous things for his own amusement. The cat gave him company. It was a symbiotic relationship.
Honestly, if you offered me a cat now, I'd do a swap.
Ouch.
Next
No,
time
no,
on...
no. Nuh-uh. I'll see you next time when I watch next time, okay? Oh, wow. I had the best time. That was awesome, and it just makes me that much sadder that there's only 3 episodes to this, and that we're close to an Idiot Abroad end. Man. But that was just non-stop fun. Even something as simple as them shopping was just amazing and so fun to watch. So I love how open about not being happy that they're doing this together, but they still kind of find a way to do things together. It's weird. Like, I couldn't imagine being on a trip like this with someone I couldn't stand and have to be nice to them and do things with them regardless of how I feel about them. That just, it's awkward. But, hey, sometimes personalities just don't mix. And it's as simple as that. But, oh man, do these two mix for freaking comedic effect. This is brilliant. And I love that Warwick's constantly saying just everything one thinks about Carl being dumb and ridiculous. This looks great. Oh man, I'm so happy I got to see this. I'm ecstatic. All right, there we go. Ah, frick, I can't wait for the next one. Awesome stuff. Awesome, awesome. I'm just happy. Feel good. This show leaves me with like a particular high. And this episode in particular was just fabulous with that. So there you go. Anyway, guys, whatever you're off to do, continue having fun, because I can't imagine anybody not having fun with it. I mean, this was just wow. So there you go, guys. Have a great one. Live life to the fullest. Enjoy it. And if you travel, make it with someone you actually like. That's my advice for today. I mean, yeah. Bye, guys.